Hello, Monsters Bound here, and welcome to part 7 of my Kemmler and Kell campaign. It's been such an exciting week. So many games have been announced, or release dates announced. We had Guild Wars 2 have released their expansion. I love a bit of Guild Wars 2. Might play a little bit of that with my brother, maybe. That'd be fantastic. And Stellaris has just announced a new story pack called Synthetic Dawn, all about robot races. That looks fantastic, and with Warhammer 2 coming out at the end of the summer, it truly is a sizzling summer lineup. I mean, I say sizzling, obviously we're in Britain here, so it's more like a soggy summer lineup, because it's just been raining incessantly for the past 2 weeks, which is odd, because when it was really hot people complained, and when it rained people are just kind of like, yeah, it's just how it is, that's normal. So people only complain when we have good weather, not when we have horrible weather. But that's just being British for you. So in other news, we are planning on attacking the dwarves. The dwarves won't know what hit them. We'll be heading into the mountains. They've already got a little bit of vampire corruption coming through, and we should be able to. I mean, if we build some balefires in our provinces, that'll corrupt this region, make it nice, easy for us to raid. So I think that's probably good. We won't raise any of the buildings. We'll sack them, and that's going to give us a lot of income. So that's my plan. So we're going to get Heinrich here. We're going to attack Karag. Yes, I'm going to declare war. My Grimness Axe will rue the day for this outrage. Well, you say that. You say that. I mean, it looks like an easy fight, doesn't it? So we may as well just auto-resolve it. Just auto-resolve that. And, oh, we've got a banner. What we got? Standard discipline, not that useful for undead, really, but oh well. That's maybe give it to the Devils of Schwarzhafen, maybe. And we're just going to sack Karag. That's going to give us some nice cash income, and then we're going to march Heinrich back out of Karag. There we go. So we're now at war with Zufbar, and maybe we can hit Oakenhammer next. That might be a good plan. That might be a good idea. I want to build up the Graveguard Watchtower as soon as possible at Eschen. That'll probably be a good idea. And I also want to build up. Let's upgrade Schwarzhafen first, and then we'll do Fort Oberstrei next, and then build up our defences there. That's the plan. Yeah, that's all. We got two Abysmal Woods. We can get rid of that one because we've already got one at Schwarzhafen. I probably built that and then forgot to destroy it at Castle Tempelhof. That's probably my fault. Never mind. Yeah, okay, so that looks fine. Manfred is currently in the moot, trying to keep it suppressed. He's not doing a good job out of it, but the corruption is increasing, so there is that. And one more turn if we get Binding Circle, and we can recruit a Banshee. Okay, so let's pick up a Banshee first, so we can get Rosalind Hellschnitt, but she's stupid. Shares the intellect of a river troll. Kind of looks like one as well. Is that? Maybe I won't pick one up just this minute. Maybe I'll leave it. And we'll upgrade Fort Oberstrei. And Heinrich, why don't you come over here? We'll attack Oakenhammer and sack that for a good lot of monies. Do enjoy the monies. Can we build anything here? Do we want anything here? Could get a forester's shack. It would give us some income, but not an awful lot. But not sure. Yeah, we'll go for it. Can't hurt.
Mortals, thou hast trespassed. Thy words had best hold prominence, or death.
God, he's very wordy, isn't he, Manfred? He's all very... they want a peace treaty. Pfft, no. Absolutely not.
I have no time for this.
Okay, so it looks like they've got defences in Oakenhammer. I reckon we can do that. I reckon we can get them. is it worth maybe... Let's get rid of one of the zombies and get the tithe. Not going to have any large units, so I think that should be fine. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so that's a pretty good. Pretty good chance by the looks of it. But let's fight this one because it could be nasty otherwise. One of the things I really do love about Total War Warhammer is how many different factions you end up fighting and how very much they're so different from each other. And I know that's sort of true of things like Attila, where you obviously had this sort of very organised Roman factions and then the very sort of barbarian factions. But often the Romans, particularly the Western Romans, collapsed very quickly and you didn't really fight very many of them apart from maybe some city battles. So you ended up fighting barbarians a lot. But so far in this campaign we fought undead, we fought the Empire. Now we're fighting dwarves. No doubt we might fight some orcs and goblins as well. Maybe even some beastmen. The wood elves. I hate fighting wood elves. They're such bastards. Ugh, nothing worse than things that can shoot on the run. An entire faction of that is just a nightmare. Anyway, so this time we're fighting dwarves. So we're fighting Zufbar up the mountains, going to raid and take all their stuff and use it to build our own buildings. No doubt that will be a grudge in the Book of Grudges, but they're just going to have to suck it up. And so we've got a unit of skeletons and our unit of zombies. They're coming up. We've got the what are they called? The Devils of Schwarzhafen. There they are, and some Black Knights, some Fellbats as well. And then we've got our wraiths, ever faithful wraiths on the flank there, and of course Heinrich, as ever, and Krell's no doubt waiting, literally just waiting to be summoned from his Pokeball. Krell, we choose you, always. Heinrich, as always, just outrunning the rest of his army, very nimble. Maybe he does yoga, who knows? Yep, swiftly. So there we go. So the Dwarven line, as ever, looking very very strong. They've Heinrich has unfortunately run into range of their crossbowmen. He's going to take some shots. Oh dear. You alright there, Heinrich? I mean, it's just one or two cross. Oof! I felt that one. You alright? You okay? You gonna walk that off? You're gonna walk. That's fine. There we go. Here's the rest of your army. They finally caught up with you. Good stuff. So we've got the Dwarven army almost entirely surrounded. We've got our Hex race in the forest there. We've got our Black Knights and our flying units coming around the flank there, trying to move to intercept, but obviously still utterly surrounded. Dwarf infantry, of course, very sturdy, very strong. The only unfortunate thing is that's pretty much all they've got. They've just got their infantry. We're just moving our undead cohorts into position. They spotted our wraiths at the flanks there. So they're trying to open fire, but they're firing through the forest, so that's not as effective as it could be. And here comes Krell. Heinrich's summoned Krell, and the dwarves are now coming in for a go. Oh. Yeah, Krell is in a target-rich environment. He's got them just where he wants them, all around him. All the better to hit them with. Krell wasn't expecting to be exploded though, and oh yes, there go the. Oh, ouch! Yep, who knew? High explosives, very effective against zombies. And here come our Hex race charging into the rear of this Quarrelers unit. They're going to fall quite quickly. The Rune Lord, the Khan race pretty much ignore him, but he's pretty strong because obviously he's got a magic weapon. He's going to do a lot of damage against those Khan race, so I have to just ignore him and quickly run through. Miners with blasting charges being hacked apart. Our flying units have come in the rear. The Black Knights have charged in as well. I mean, basically, this shouldn't be a difficult fight. This is just a garrison force, stronger than a vanilla garrison force, but it's still fairly weak. Black Knights there, they are armor piercing and good against infantry, so perfect matchup for that particular engagement. You can see Heinrich's effect nearby there. That's going to debuff the dwarf warriors, make them even less likely to be able to kill their opponent. So they've got 21 melee attack and 35 melee defense. The skeletons have got 22 melee attack and 28 melee defense, so actually not bad. They've also, the dwarf warriors have got a lot more armor. But Krell in the back there, he's having a lot of fun.
Soon, Kemmler, soon.
Yep. Soon, Kemmler, soon. I hope that's not a threat. It's more like a, yeah, I'm getting right on it, boss. Rune Lord in the back there, he's putting some hurt on the Khan race. His magic attacks really doing some damage there. Rune Lords, of course, are the wizards of the dwarves. Dwarves don't have wizards as the other races do. They tend to forge magic into runes, which is a much safer way of using it. Obviously, magic comes from the Chaos Realm itself, so using magic is always dangerous, but forging it into runes is a very safe way of doing it, and dwarves are always very safe about everything. Got some, so we've dropped a heal on the Khan race there, and they're back up to full strength now. Whereas the Rune Lord, he's not going to regain his health, and he's routing now. He's had enough. In fact, the entire dwarf army's had enough. Look at that, they're all running away now. We're just going to finish off by chasing down a few of them. Obviously, it's not so much a concern because they're just a garrison, so they're not going to run anywhere. Even Heinrich's getting in on the action. That's nice to see. How are those crossbow bolts? Have you got rid of them? Yeah? Sorry about that. I was not paying attention, Heinrich. Really wasn't. Sorry. My bad. You know, I hold my hands up to that. So the undead horde have utterly overrun the dwarven defenders, and the way is now clear to the dwarven hold. Good stuff. Now that was pretty easy, and we should be able to sack that. Got lots of loot gained as well, thanks for that. Dwarves. Oh, a new banner, a wailing banner. What's that do? Makes us cause terror. That's quite useful. I have that. Ideal. And okay, not as much money, but we got lots from the loot anyway, so that's pretty good. Wailing banner as well, lovely stuff. Enemy killed in battle, good. And we got the Sternsmen as well, so a Graveguard elite regiment of the renown, and also Verrex Reavers, good stuff. And we can get Heinrich back to Castle Drakenhof there. And make that next turn, good stuff. And we can upgrade our defences, get some walls there. And I think Zufbar will probably...
As long as I am Lord, this thing will receive no hospitality from me.
That's just rude. Jeez. And, you know, pay as well. I demand payment. I want some money. I'll have less money. I'll have that much money. Yep, thank you. We'll be back later for more. And Heinrich's leveled up. That's good. I think I will grab... Let's get the Unliving Host, I think. Just to beef up our skellies a little bit. And zombles. All good. Okay, so we've got these being upgraded. That's good. And I'm going to upgrade the Moot. I think we're almost to the point where we can... it's not going up as much as I would like. Who do we have? We got Sneaky. Annika von Karstein. Yeah, okay, we'll have Anika. Anika, you might head over to the Moot. Hopefully, I think agents by default do give some level of vampiric corruption, so that should at least help a bit, I hope. Ideally, we get a Ghoul Whisperer. That increases vampiric corruption by 2, so that would be quite good if we could get one of those.
quest,
Oh,
strike
you
fear
back.
into the hearts of
Hi,
your enemies, mighty lord.
Look at his weird little head.
The wisest amongst them will know that fate is on your side.
Yeah, okay.
I have foreseen it.
That's nice. Can you go away now? That guy is creepy. I was in the lavatory the other day having some personal time. Suddenly his weird little head appeared around the corner. And he was like, Master, your defecations are truly the envy of kings and warlords. I had to throw loo paper at him until he scuttled away. The worst bit is I don't know where he's gone. I mean, the house isn't very big. The windows were closed, doors were locked. He's hiding somewhere. I'm worried he's got into the walls. If he has, I might have to burn the house down just to get rid of him. If he's built a nest, he's just a creepy little man. I don't. God, why even have him? I don't know. Okay, so we've got a Cloak of Mist and Shadows, Heinrich's quest battle, morbidly questing after the secrets of death. A necromancer deeply steeped in the lore of the dead stands on the threshold between worlds, neither wholly alive nor one of the undead. As a master necromancer, Heinrich Kemmler's thirst for power has seen him plunder countless leech yards and sacred tombs in search of ominous artifacts or the raw materials for his heinous arcane experiments. Now the Lich Master is on the trail of the resting place of an ancient tribal king, Marbad of the Endel tribe. Marbad fought alongside Sigmar himself in the great wars that saw the birth of the Empire. A once powerful man, his tomb will doubtless contain vestiges of his great spirit, and Kemmler intends to bend this to his own purposes. The search begins in the libraries and archives of the Empire, so we need to raise or sack 3 different settlements belonging to the Empire. And the Brayherds come. Where are you? You're over there somewhere, that's fine. The next chapter, we've got a black cat. Manfred's got a cat. That's nice, I think. Cats are generally seen as lucky in the Empire, but black cats are said to be familiars of warlocks and witches. That's public order +1. That's useful because he's in the moot. And Abarash has got a crone. Come, child, come visit my modest hovel. It's just around the corner. There's cakes in the oven. Sounds a bit weird. But sure, if that's what you want, that's fine, Abarash. You have a crone. Just don't tell me what you get up to. And we're going to pop skill point and advisor. That's quite good. Good stuff. Okay, so I think Aveland and Stirland were at war. So it looks like they're fighting back and forth there. That's fine as long as they're doing that on their own time. And Heinrich, so you're just going to pop you in there. Just going to replenish your forces, and we're just going to build up our defences and our settlements. Just build some infrastructure. Let's build a mausoleum. That'll be good, and a gallows there. That'll be good as well. Good stuff. Who are you? What are you doing? Who are you? Oleg Hasselhoff. Related to David? Not sure about that. We'll go and murder him, just to be on the safe side. Can't have any Hasselhoffs wandering around our territory. We will doff the Hoff. That's what we'll do. Oh, Manfred, you've got a skill point. Good job skilling up. Just sat in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. Let's grab you. Spirit Leech, I think. It's quite a good ability. Good for dueling. Take out an enemy character before they even engage in combat. Okay.
But talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap, yeah. Ended then. Oh, you ended your non-aggression. I see. Interesting. So we've researched baleful rituals. That's good. That's going to give us more vampiric corruption. And a great migration comes to our borders, demanding shelter from larger threats abroad. Do we let them cross into our territory or turn them away? I mean, welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Come and join in the fun. There's dead bodies everywhere. It's great. Okay, Eschen's 1 turn away from being upgraded. That's good. And I'm going to build some defences in Schwarzhafen. Good stuff. And Anika, can you doff the Hoff for me? That's it. You wander over there. Critical success. The Hoff is down, and Anika's got a black cat. There's black cats all round. That's nice. That's good to see. Anika's got a skill point. Let's give her a spy and assassin. That's going to make her just a bit better at killing people. Just keep people out of our territory. That's what we want. And yeah, there's vampiric corruption is now increasing by 9. So that's nice. Yeah, so that's going to give us 69.2% because there are enemy characters and a local populace for the Untainted. But still, that's pretty good. And let's see. Let's. I kind of want spread vampiric covens, but I can't. Let's. I mean, Graveguard are great units. They make a great front line. So let's get Risen Champions. So summoning long lost warriors to join your shambling dead boosts the yearning horde's capable champions. Well, that's true. So that's going to give us unit experience for skeletal and zombie units. So I think that includes Graveguard as well. So that'd be quite good. Good stuff. Spread the rot, indeed. I'm not quite sure what to do next, really. I'm building up our infrastructure, but maybe we need to attack the Empire? There's raiding? Who's raiding? Oh, and he's a Doom Ball as well. Ooh, no, don't like that one bit. Heinrich, let's see if they continue to raid in our territory. I want them dead. Absolutely dead. Let's upgrade our ruined. Yeah, so let's upgrade our forester's shack into a ruined sawmill. Oh, or do we hold off? Oh no, we can actually build the grave. Yeah, so we'll build up that. So that'll give us walls in Fort Oberstry. So we've got walls in Eschen now, so that's good. That's fantastic. I like that. Always build walls. Rule number 1 of Warhammer. Hi, Carl. What are you up to? Oh, so they've ended on. Well, that's fine. That's normal. To be honest, I hadn't realised we'd had a non-aggression pact with the Empire anyway, but fair enough. So Stirland is dropping like a rock. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure what else I can. What do you do? Okay, so yeah, I can't really. Let's grab some undead. It looks like the beastmen have wandered off, so that's good. So let's come back to help the moot. Anika, why don't you pop up here and just have a look around? What's going on? There's work bad there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so I think agents increase vampiric corruption by 2. Yeah. So we could put Abarash in the moot as well, but then he's buffing up the cash income from Eastern Sylvania, so I don't really want to move him if at all possible. Oh, they're back. Where are they? The same place. They hid for a turn and then they came back. God damn it. Okay, so it actually looks like the moot's going to be fine. Okay, so Heinrich, you come back up here and deal with these beastmen, because I don't like them. Don't like them raiding my stuff. And we're going to be the gallows there. That's going to increase our income a bit, so that's good. Like that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so they're moving around. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to declare war. We're going to get rid of them. They've been joined by the Beastmen, but that's not an issue. Okay, let's give the Wailing Banner to. Let's give it to the Black Knights, I think. Okay, so that's a relatively. It's not too bad. I mean, those Razor Gore Herd, they're pretty nasty. The Chaos Spawn, they're a bit nasty. The General is a Doom Ball, so that's not ideal because they're horrible. So let's fight this one, I think. Let's chase these beastmen down. and put an end to them. Don't want them raiding my territory. They might be on their way out, but we just don't know. They might be hanging around, just being annoying. So we're gonna put a stop to them. They do have a few scary units. They've got the Chaos Spawn there. They're quite nasty. They've got some Centaurs and some Razor Gores, and they've also got a Doom Bull leading them. Beastmen are one of my favourite races in the Warhammer universe. I do love them. Collecting a Beastman army for a while. Did love the Minotaurs. They're always my favourite. I mean, they were basically the only decent unit in the Beastman roster, but they were very, very good. So let's just speed this up a bit, because we're just basically moving up. There's no artillery, so no artillery duel. We can't force the enemy to come to us. One of the main bonuses of having artillery, of course, is forcing the enemy to come to you through an artillery barrage. But the vampires don't have any artillery, which is a bit of a shame. I do enjoy a bit of artillery. So the Beastmen just sort of manoeuvring around. I can't see a lot of these units. A lot of the Ungors remain hidden. But we've got our units on the flank there. And we're just using a Wind of Death. Didn't actually do as much damage as I thought it would. Did kill a few though. And it did do quite a bit of damage to the Vestigor unit there. And the Razor Gore herd, and oh, almost missed it, but over on the flank here, our cavalry has engaged some of their cavalry. So they're Centaurs, so those are Beastman Centaurs basically. Usually drunk. And the Razor herd, but that was a poor engagement for them. The Centaurs have been terrified, they're on the run. They are quite quick. But our Hex race are slightly faster, so we should be able to catch up to them and do a lot of damage. And the Razor Gore herd there, yeah, they took a lot of damage as well. So that should be easy to clear up. On the right here, this Razor Gore herd have engaged the Zombles. They're obviously going to do quite well against the Zombles, so we're going to bring in some of our units to flank them. We've got our Khan race here, they're a bit out on the flank and they've been spotted. The Beastman armies kind of use this farmhouse to sort of hide around, and that sort of forced me into a bit of a crunch. Probably unintended by the AI, but it was a bit of a pain. Here comes their Doom Bull. Yep, that is pretty effective. Got to give it that. Yep, that's yeah. Doom Bulls are very scary. They've got some archers there, but here comes Heinrich with another Wind of Death. And yeah, that's killed quite a few of them. The Khan race over here have engaged the Chaos Spawn. Not a particularly good engagement for them. And they're a bit far out as well, so that's a bit troubling. I don't want to lose that unit. I can't replace it at the moment. And it looks like they're pulling back reinforcements to help to deal with that. So we're pulling back our flying units to try and chase off their archers, and we're trying to try and disengage, but it's not going to work very well. However, our cavalry have defeated their cavalry on the flank, so now we're free to re-engage. And this unit of Ungor raiders have just spotted the danger coming their way. Our Hex race, I'm sorry, not Hex race, the Khan race are in a bit of trouble, and they're too far away for Kemmler to drop a heal on them. However, we are winning the main engagement. The Ungors are losing to our Zombles there. The Vestigors, they took a bit of damage from the Wind of Death, and they're losing. Kemmler's in there, Krell's in there, he's dealing with the Ungors to the rear. However, the Doom Bull is having a lovely time. He's knocking our units about left, right and centre, and we've got nothing to answer that. The Chaos Spawn here, they're unbreakable of course, and they're out of control. What does that mean exactly? What does out of control mean? Chaos Spawn. Slaughter is cool, and they got regeneration as well. So I think what that means is they just can't be controlled, but they don't really need to be. Our Hex race have finished off one unit of archers and are finishing off another. We've managed to move our Khan race out of battle, and are now chasing down some units there. We've moved Krell in to deal with the Doom Bull, because currently The Doom Bull is just, I mean, he's up to 71 kills and he's taking very little damage. But fortunately, Krell's here, and Krell is showing this Doom Bull who's boss by knocking him about. Look at that, he just threw him to the ground. Oh, it's not even a competition, look at that. It's not the size of your two-hand axe, it's what you do with it, isn't it, Krell? There you go, giving you a right good seeing to. Come on, Krell, do the stuff. Fantastic. We've got the unit of Chaos Spawn. They're slowly. I mean, they're up to 185 kills. That's not ideal. This unit of Chaos Spawn here, they're uncontrollable, and we're going to try and pin them down and wipe them out. Our cavalry are dealing with the last few units over there, and this blob of our undead force have finished off chasing down the Ungors, and now returning. We're going to try and finish off the Chaos Spawn. The Doom Bull he's trying to get away. He's done a lot of damage, but Krell's done more. Come on, go get him, Krell. No, he's off. He's made a break for it. Oh well. This Chaos Spawn, they're up to 247 kills and killing more all the time. But now Krell's here. That's one down. Good job, Krell. What would we do without Krell, eh? Jeez, he's just like, he's sort of like, yeah, all right, guys, I'm here. I'll sort it out. Did someone call for a pest control exterminator? If so, he's here. Look at that, he's just a couple of hits and they go down. Yeah, they're dying quite quickly now. Down goes another one. Come on, Krell. Thank God for Krell. Over here we've managed to basically surround the Chaos Spawn and finish them off. So this is the last unit there, and Krell's just finishing it off with style. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Krell. I mean, I think you just soloed the Doom Bull and that Chaos Spawn unit. And with those two Chaos Spawn down, that is the end of the battle. A bit more bloody than I was hoping for, but that army is pretty much dust. My God, for Krell! I don't think we would have actually managed to defeat the bloody Doom Bull without him. What would we have done without Krell, eh? Kyo. I'm gonna get the money. I think I'm not at war with anyone at the moment, so it's not a huge issue if we have a turn of less casualty replenishment. And old Blackhorn there, he's going to make a run for it, but we're right on his tail, and this time I think we'll just wipe him out. There you go. Yeah, thanks Windows, you can go away now. And yeah, we'll get some more money for that. And Blackhorn is dead, and we've got the Night Shroud discovered in a vault deep inside Castle Drachenfels. The aura of gloom that clings to the Night Shroud is so strong it physically manifests as armour. Ooh, nice. That's quite good. And trustworthy. Is Heinrich trustworthy? I don't think he is. A clean soul to be tarnished. I don't think Heinrich has a clean soul, I'll be honest. I think that might be incorrect. Never mind. Hello Skarsnik. What are you doing here? Who are you at war with? Bastogne, Clannad. Well, why are you coming over here then? What possible reason? Oh well. Sure, you know. Feel free, I guess. Okay, and I think we'll build a balefire hearth here. That's going to increase vampire corruption in the region and around, and that's going to be really helpful for us. And then we're just going to build the Graveguard Watchtower there, and that's going to then complete our defences. Only the Mooch needs more defences, but Manfred's there protecting that one himself personally, so that's fine. And Heinrich, you've got a skill point, and I think the Unliving Host. Let's boost up your zombie skeletons and crypt ghouls. I think that's a good plan. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so I think that's all for this time. Next episode, I guess maybe we'll attack the Empire. We don't have any enemies, and we could do with maybe some expansion, especially because if we grab Work Bad, we can build more hearths, and that will increase vampiric corruption in all the regions around it. So that would be quite useful. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe we take work bad and then use that as sort of like a vampiric corruption sort of base to corrupt the areas around it. Yeah, that's a plan. We'll do that. Fantastic. Good. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.